And the Hokies will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more. The Hokies will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Looking downfield is Young. Here's the pressure. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's a heat. He's got an open man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tulane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Release to the back. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to Brown. Creates a little space. Oh, a lot of space. Wide open spaces. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Buying some time. The sure hands, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense...
Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Richard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Looking for space to the left. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
But my quarterback, that's actually a quarterback, can't make that throw.
When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes.
And he's going to pooch kick it every time. Stop pooch kicking it.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. That's 20. He's got space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick was home.
You gotta be kidding me, dog.
Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Young. Makes the catch, it's Love. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Owls will hustle to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson will throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Young. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
Moving toward the end zone, and from below. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's loose. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
You're watching you about to get ass kicked. You're trash, bro. Because you're not good. You just got lucky.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
You got lucky when you got a touchdown.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wilson to pass. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Hokies. All that baby in.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man,
got him. Got him.
I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice, just enough.
Hey, at least I beat you.
Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27.
That's what it was.
Going right to work up top. Looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Young. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Will take the penalty.
Yep. Hey, I know.
Tries to move the chains on 4th down.
It's not gonna work.
Try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Lowers that shoulder, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Scrambling away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson will throw. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's why this.
So what happens if you get beat by a disabled person?
He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about
A disabled person.
routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Catch in stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air.
I'm heating up.
On the previous play, they take another.
I'm heating up.
Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I'm heating up.
Well, I know he was struggling to get
I'm heating up
in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game. touchdown run is just going to
good luck with that.
this entire football team. Really nice
Good luck
job
with that.
being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up
I'm not scared of you, dude.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground.
But that was all skill when I forced it.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Young. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Bob. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Under fire. That's reeled in, it's Davis. Smashes ahead. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Nice pass, dude.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you
nice
a
pass.
catch.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking for a man. It's Young. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The snap sets up the throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
You got beef with everything.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw. It's Young. Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now facing second.
You going to your out route again?
Came up with that sack. Back to pass.
You going to your out route again?
Pulls it in. It's Bob. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I mean, yeah, it did look like an out route.
Backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Might be looking to run. It's a seam wide open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Touchdown! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wilson to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yep. It's called the Liberty Flames offense and the base defense.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Bringing the heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now
I was looking for your mom.
trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already...
He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know how I'm being toxic.
He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid game before the defense bombs him up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
They're really mad over a video game.
To the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
You see a lot of
But you're just mad about that about a video game.
Get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get...
You just have a negative tone.
Defense has to be aggressive.
You have a negative tone.
Because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
All right, man. If you don't want to accept the fact that you have a negative tone, you're just going to be negative for the rest of your life.
He'll do it himself. Turning on the Jets. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Young. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves
You're
a great
welcome.
day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
You're going to hear guys... And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the right. Holds it in. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, man, I'm about to whoop your ass.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. Lots of running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
What are you doing?
Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working.
Oh, my God. What is it with people wanting to do onside?
Drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Hits the open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Hokies are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Fires deep toward the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Off the RPO, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Wilson to pass. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Unleashes it. And wings it incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Got it behind the line. It's Davis.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Rushes on him.
Ooh, got him. Got him.
But that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over. Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. I'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Running. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And that's the 2nd time he's gotten to the quarterback, following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You run out of oxygen naming all those guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure defense, and they come after the quarter. They ain't going to give you time to find open guys to beat their DBs, and they got so many great pass rushers that don't really like quarterbacks, so I really like them.
The Hokies will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to throw again. The throw. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll go hurry up here. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to the run, it's Richard. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. And
Let's go.
Taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish.
Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. Alabama quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with a completion.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time on target. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Wilson will throw. Looking to scramble. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bob. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving a shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Alabama quickly back to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Offense changing the play. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the right side.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Kick is in the air. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the left side. There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Running it to the right. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
To the air, it's Underwood. And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. You start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Hokies are on the move. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Why is he wide open? God.
35, he's open. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, a lot of space. The tag. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wilson will throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And he's trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll go to the air. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert them. He's got it. First down and more.
Why did it give me a punt formation?
That first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, we lost. And wanted to make me punt. Thanks, coach. Thanks, coach. Thanks, coach.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They want to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Richard. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Hard running there.
Hey, GG.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll run it to the right. Running to Green. He's loose. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking for the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as...
How many coin packs did I get? Like, honestly, bro. You got 5 of them junks. Ooh, 1,500. 1738. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. $17.38. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. $17.38. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. We're on fire with these coin packs. Oh, never mind. We're not on fire anymore. Dang, we're at 84 overall now. That's pretty solid. Got our objectives done. Just need to get rushing yards. Tracks in any game mode. Might just do solo seasons and get my rushing yards in that. Let's see, what's the best rewards? You got study hall. 10 wins, you get 50,000. Do I have a study hall token? Let's see. No, I don't have it. How much does it cost to get in? 25,000. What about this one? Freshman season. Freshman season, you get 55K or 5,500. Varsity season, you get 6,000. All-American, you get 6,500. You know what? I'll just play the freshman season because it's free. I mean, they're both free, but this one's probably the easiest. So let's try it. Just gonna get rushing yards. Gotta get. Gotta get. Gotta get.
The Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Michigan State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And he ends up taking a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are in the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh at your mistakes.
The big fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The Hokies offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Crosses the 30. At the 45, on his way. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Looking for room. It's Richard. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive to get the touchdown. Add. Lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance from their quarterback. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the fullback, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The give to the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Punt is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. On first down from their own 22. Right back to the well. He's out past the 35. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Keeps the play going. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it near midfield. He gets a block. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the route is on.
My goodness, you're backed up. Just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. He'll return it from the 50. He's got great speed. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today.
Lots of running room. There he goes. The 50, the 40, at the 20. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with this.
The Hokies will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off of defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. So Virginia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the...
Turning it on! Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies!
What an unbelievable play on offense, and I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And the ball slipped out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's Allen. Gets away from one. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
From midfield, looking for room. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Looking for room. It's Richard. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
Here's the handoff. Jukes his way for more. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
There he goes! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. The run to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Richard. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Allen. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeps it going. Gets away. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And the Sun Devils need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points.